Start your meeting 5 o'clock, and I'll ask everyone to please stand. I'm going to ask Paul
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we're thankful for being able to approach Thy throne of grace and mercy, and thanking Thee, Father, for the country in which we live. Thanking Thee especially for this meeting of the group tonight, and pray that all will be done in accordance with Thy will and much good will be accomplished. Heavenly Father, we realize all the commissioners have put a lot of time in, and pray that they'll speak with wisely and to benefit the people of the county. We're also thankful for the American Legion of Cannon County, who does a lot of work here, and especially our military, and pray for them as they continue to ensure our freedom here in this country to meet as we're even this evening. We ask that you continue to bless us as you see fit, in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Remain standing as Commissioner Adam Melton leads allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mark Barker. Russell Reed.
Here.
Todd Hollingsworth.
Absent.
Karen Ashford. Here. Jim Bush.
Here.
James Holloway.
Here.
Lynn Steepley.
Present.
Brent Bush.
Here.
Richie Hunter.
Here.
Adam Melton.
Here.
8 here, 2 absent. We'll move on to item 5, reading and approval of the minutes of the last monthly meeting. And you should have received in the mail a copy of the minutes from the last meeting. Do we have any comments or changes that need to be made this time? Not, do I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented? Motion made by Russell Reed, second by Adam Melton. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Item 6 is notaries. We need to approve. I think we have several names tonight. Cynthia, if you will, to read the names that need approved.
Janine Melton. Mike Bailey. Tim Spry. Aaron Hayes. Jennifer Bain. Darlene Pendergrass. Timothy Gentry. Cindy Haley. Tanya Gannon. Charlene Odom.
Any comments from any of the commissioners? Do I have a motion to approve the names that were just read off? Adam Melton makes the motion, Glenn Steepley seconds. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Item 7, we'll turn the meeting now over to the American Legion. Each year, they started this a few years ago. I forget exactly how many, to acknowledge the county employees, whether it be the sheriff department, ambulance department, whatever, and to give them an award for the employee of the year. And who will be handling it? Mr. Clark.
Would Josh Thomas step forward? Good. I'm reading here, recognizing Josh Thomas. Every year the Sheriff's Department picks their Officer of the Year, and each time they try to find one that goes beyond the duties of the office. This year's choice is fairly easy. Josh has been going beyond his duty to help others. He started in the department in 2013 as a corrections officer. He's moved to rank of deputy in 4 months. With an outstanding personality, willing to learn, and gained a lot of respect from his co-workers. This young man can pick up and get a job with any agency he wanted to apply. Josh, you are recommended as the County Sheriff's Department officer.
The American Legion Citation for Meritorious Service. For meritorious service and loyal cooperation, Josh Thomas, Outstanding Law Enforcement Officer in Cannon County for 2016, awarded this citation in recognition thereof by Hilton Stone, Post 279, Department of Tennessee, the American Legion, this 30th day of June 2016. Brett Bush, Adjutant, David Faulkner, Commander.
was it?
Kevin Kennedy.
K-A-N-A-G-Y. N-G. Kennedy.
What department
Volunteer fire department. Nobody's here for volunteer. All right, Dick Sizzle, is he here from the ambulance service?
Dan called me, Brent, and he said that his son was in, I think he said the emergency room, he would be here if he could, so that apparently.
Okay.
All right, we'll just give them a day.
Okay. Rescue squad member, rescue squad here?
It was them.
It was
Jonathan.
Jonathan Bateman. Dick Sizzle was paramedic. And then, Cynthia.
I was like,
Multi-task.
shocker, I got an award for what?
Cynthia continues to serve the citizens of County County after just a few 36 years of dedicated service as a deputy clerk. She's always greets everyone, smiles, goes beyond the call of duty to assist those who visits. Her job consists of selling vehicle plates, removing tags, a marriage license, handling sales tax, beer tax, boat tax, hotel tax, and building permits. She works with conservatorship and probate estates. She also serves as a recorder for the county commission. Works every day, we're thankful for Cynthia's honest, hard-working dedication to public service. So, hold our dead gratitude.
Okay. The American Legion citation for meritorious service. For meritorious service and loyal cooperation, Cynthia Tenpenny, outstanding employee, County Clerk's Office in Camden County for 2016, is awarded this citation in recognition thereof by Hilton Stone Post 279, Department of Tennessee, the American Legion, this 30th day of June 2016. Attest Brent D. Bush, Adjutant David Faulkner, Commander.
You're gonna get ready for one more person. We'll sit this right here so you get your next picture.
My first trophy. My brother always does.
Now you've got to give one to put it next to it.
I'll have to call him when I get home.
At least me, because
For those that we did not, were not here tonight, we'll coordinate with the rescue squad and ambulance service and with the fire department to present these awards at a later date.
on behalf of the commission and myself, I want to thank the American Legion for doing this. It's just a little show of appreciation.
And remember, Monday, 4 o'clock is open gate.
Fireworks show.
Fireworks.
We're going to have a good fireworks show Monday, starting at 4 o'clock. We're not going to let Charlie Harrell have anything to do with it this year, so it'll be good. No, I'm kidding, Charlie. Okay, is that everything, Mr. Parker?
That's it for us. Thank you.
We're going to skip ahead down to item 15. We have some people that got other places they need to be, and that's the quarterly reports of the one that's due this month. Judge Melton, would you like to start that?
We'll start with the circuit court clerk's office. And presently they are, as of today's date, over budget. And that was due to, we had a hearing impaired defendant. And when you have a hearing impaired defendant, you have to have 2 interpreters. Presently, we've had to pay out over $1,300 for that one interpreter. And that's what has brought it over. Also, there were office supplies and the computer system. is now getting ready to be implemented. $4,527.16. $527.16. And then as to juvenile court, there were two items, 189 and 310. The detention, you had budgeted $711. Normally in the past it had been $4,000. We have over budget $2,439 in detention. As you know, and I stated, we try to collect some of this, but most of the individuals, parents that we are sending these children on are not able to pay that. But we were only budgeted $711. I'd asked Diane, I think $4,000 is what we had been budgeted in the past. And then the salary, there was $896.52, which I know Kathleen has gone to a lesser schedule, and she was entitled to salary because of her leave. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, and leave.
Leave time that was due. And then my budget, I'm not over budget, technically under budget, $3,592.86 as of today. Of course, there's a computer that's going to have to be paid, but that will go over into July, and that's around $1,600. But I was under budget, almost $3,600. And then the Chancery Court was under budget, $30.70. So I'll try to answer any questions. I'm not sure that I can, but if you have any.
Judge, thank you for coming up. How's your sound system work?
It's wonderful.
You like it?
Absolutely wonderful.
Helping out?
It is helping out
Overdue.
tremendously. Overdue. Oh, I can't say enough about it.
One other question. How would you measure the caseload for the month of June compared to the first 5 months of this year? Is it more or less? Or do you track that, or does anyone track
I
that?
don't track any of that.
How could I find out the data on the caseload for this county?
That would probably be a question you could ask the clerk. So I don't do that. I don't track the number, but I'm sure they'll be. Yes, sir. I just try to take care of
Sure.
that end of it.
That's the only question I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, who else is on the list tonight? Sheriff's Department. This is over there now.
On the jail side, we're at 90.6% according to the paperwork we got. Almost 10% under budget on it. We're running at 95.75% on the sheriff's side of it. If we run over a few line items, we're still under budget. Under budget.
Questions for the sheriff?
Sheriff, on your inmate population, how's it now compared to last month? Or down, up?
It fluctuates.
At this point, today, is it more than it was last month?
About the same.
Same.
Our female population's what hurts us right now. We're over 200% capacity on female.
Last last quarter, I asked about the number of calls dispatched to the sheriff's department. And you suggested I get with 911, and I did, and you may have this information as well. Okay. But fiscal year 2014-15, there was 6,470 calls directed toward the sheriff's department. 50 weeks, this information happens 2 weeks ago, 50 weeks, after 50 weeks from 15-16, that was 5,762, that's 708 less calls, which is roughly 11%. So I think that's a big plus for everybody in this county. I thank you for that, because I know you got a big part of accomplishing that.
We do the best we can.
Well, it shows. It shows.
Any further questions? Thanks, Sheriff. Who else? EMA is, I'm going from the top of my head. I thought she was going to be here, but I think she was $250 over the budget. Is that right? $275 over the budget. Okay. All right. I think that's all it is. Okay. Okay, we'll go back now to.
Mike, do we know why EMA's open?
Well, mainly because she hadn't had the truck worked on before, so I think that was the main thing.
There were two other departments that were scheduled to be here tonight. One of them is planning commission, and the other is the road department.
Road department, that got mixed up somewhere in the schedule. They're not scheduled. They should come the next time when the county executive and all those stuff, so they'll be here the next time. Who's the other one, Glenn? 911, I can't say why they're
No,
not.
he said the planning commission.
Oh, planning commission. I don't know why they're not here. They didn't notify. You wouldn't
There
have.
been an updated schedule since this one I'm looking for. No.
No, but I.
Road commission's on here.
Yeah, they were in the impression that it was wrong, something they were supposed to be on schedule one. That's,
We need to update the schedule.
Okay, that'd be all on the county quarterly reports of the departments, and we'll go back now to line item number 8, approve a continuing budget resolution for 2016-17. The agenda says 2016-12, that's just a typo, but as you know, we hope to have, or not me, but the budget committee hopes to have a budget vote on the 16th of July, 16th of July, so we'll need a continuing budget resolution to operate from July 1 to the 16th. Hopefully, they'll have us a budget, one way or the other, to vote on. They'll have a motion to pass the continuing budget resolution. Resolution, no, I'm wrong, it's resolution 2016-20, I'm sorry. So you should have it in your folder. It's just, it's the one we pass every year just to operate until we get a budget. Motion made by Karen Ashford, second by Adam Melton, will call the roll.
Russell Reed,
No.
Todd Hollingsworth, Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Glenn Steepley,
Yes.
Brent Bush,
No.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
Adam Melton.
Yes.
6 for and 2 against and 2 absent.
Next is the appointing new member to the Industrial Development Board, and the Development Board has recommended, they have made a recommendation to me, but at this time, there's some things that we need to discuss with them, so I'm gonna put that off until July. We'll act on that in July. now we get into the budget amendments. Item 10, Board of Education. You should have those before you. This is a resolution. No, I see a couple, oh, Miss Parker's here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 budget amendments for the school board. Also have at least 2 board members, if there's any questions. Give you a minute to look them over.
Ms. Parker, are you going to be submitting your budget to the budget committee next week?
Yes, I have a copy for each of you now.
You do?
Do you want to act on these individually or all at one time?
Basically, all of it's a wash.
Do I have a motion? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, let's do all school board at once. That's all right, everybody here.
You can put that in form of a motion. Do I have, Adam Melton makes a motion to approve the budget amendments, and I think I said there's 7 of them, we're doing all one vote. Do I have a second? Second by Jamie Holloway, will call the roll.
Russell Reed,
Yeah.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Glenn Steepley,
Yes.
Brent Bush,
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
Adam Melton.
Yes.
All four.
The motion passes. Item number 11 is the budget amendments of the highway department that they didn't turn in. They said they didn't have any. We move on to item 12, budget amendments for the county general and the sheriff's department. And you should have all of those with the sheriff. And I think the sheriff's department were mailed to. Of course, the budget is just an educated guess at the start of the year, 12 months out, and some lines will be underspent, some will be overspent, and you have to do the budget amendments to basically clean up things for the audit. Is there any questions concerning county general before we get into the sheriff's department?
Yeah, I go to the county commission over.
County commission.
Legal services, that's where we had to pay the money. I think it was that Jones case.
Is everybody here, Diane? Okay.
Is that still in litigation?
Yes. Looks like it's gonna go to trial. You know, we might, I mean, something might happen, it won't, but at this point, it's still headed in that direction. Any other questions? Motion to approve the county general budget amendments.
I'll make the motion approved.
Motion by Russell Reed, second by Adam Melton. Call the roll, please.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Glenn Steepley,
Yes.
Brent Bush,
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
Adam Melton.
Yes.
All four.
You were mailed one that says budget amendments to Cobb County Sheriff's Department, or Sheriff's signature, it's along $5,889. You see the line that they're increasing, the lines that they're decreasing. online for that. Any questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
What department is that?
Sheriff's Department, it's one page, yeah, Sheriff's Department.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Do I have a motion? The motion made by Jamie Holloway, second by Glenn Stickley. We'll call the roll on the Sheriff's Department budget.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford.
Yes.
Jim Bush.
Yes.
James Holloway.
Yes.
Glenn Stickley.
Yes.
Brent Bush.
Yes.
Richie Hunter, Adam
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Okay, item number 13 is solid waste budget amendments. That's moving money around within the department. It's all similar to what the sheriff was doing. Is there any questions concerning solid waste budget?
Mr. Chairman, all of this is being moved within the department.
Yes, sir. That's correct, right?
Well, some of it's coming out of fund balance, part of it. And
Which fund balance?
Whoa.
they have there's 21,971 that we projected as our fund balance, and that's going to pull that.
Part of it's part of it's being moved around in solid waste, and what is not there to cover comes out of fund balance, right?
Yeah, and then with some of the revenue codes are over, so then they use that.
So it's all solid waste money. It's not coming out of.
Right, we're not transferring it from
Yeah,
the other.
fund balance is solid waste. Have a motion to approve. Karen Ashford makes a motion to approve. Do I have a second? Second by Adam Melton. We'll call the roll.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford.
Yes.
Jim Bush.
Yes.
James Holloway.
Yes.
Glenn Stickley.
Yes.
Brent Bush.
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
and Adam Melton.
Yes.
Okay, item number 14 is budget amendment, debt service, education debt service. What this is, and you've already taken the action, we've already done it, but we have to have a budget amendment just to clean up the books. That's where we had to move the proceeds of the wheel sticker into a separate educational fund balance. Educational debt service fund balance. So we took $2,128,971 out of the regular general debt service and put it into the new account, which is called the education debt service. I just need y'all to approve book work on that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Karen Ashford, do I have a second? Second by Adam Melton, call the roll.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford.
Yes.
Jim Bush.
Yes.
James Holloway.
Yes.
Glenn Stickley.
Yes.
Brent Bush.
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
Adam Melton.
Yes.
Okay, one that we don't have on there, and I probably should have brought this up under county general, is for REACH. And it's just moving money up. We had a $3,234 donation to REACH, and it's putting that money into the two lines that you've got there.
How much?
$3,234 was donated to REACH. And you're just saying you'll accept it and put it in those lines. Have a motion to approve.
What line items are they going
Uh,
Education assistant, $2,987, and supervisor/director, $247.
That doesn't mean they got a raise, we just gotta put it somewhere to get it in the fund. That's just the lines Diane chose to put it in.
No, they didn't give you any extra money.
And the, that donation, I'll tell you, came from what the organization Colonel Stone's,
American Legion?
Friends of all.
Friends of Bridge. Friends of Bridge. Most of that was what they made a couple of weeks ago at the horse, they had a horse show. REACH isn't allowed to have fundraisers, so they've got an organization that has fundraisers, who writes them a check for the proceeds. when Dowdy called that, I think she told me they cleared a little over 3,000, so that's probably the horse show. I can't say what any of it is, but she did tell me they cleared over 3,000.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm glad that they have a program, you know, where they can, you know, donate money and all this. But, you know, with this being under a grant program and the grant, you know, it goes for salaries and stuff like that also. The donation part is all going in salaries instead of the workings of Reach as far as supplies and what the children need and all this. That's where, you know, I have a bad way of thinking, you know, if a person decides to donate to a cause, wouldn't it be better to be set up for what they need and the workings of the organization instead of going to salaries? I mean, I might be wrong, but that sounds like to me that,
Who's getting the benefit of it?
right, it's
Well,
not the children.
Like I said, this was just a donation. Nobody's salary was increased or anything. We're just trying to put the money into the organization.
Well, the way it's got it here, it says supervisor, director, and educational assistant, $2,900. That's salary.
So we can put it in the supply line, $499.
Well, if that's what you want, you know, that would be better than putting it under salary. I mean, it's gonna go to the children.
You want us to change the line we put it in?
Yeah.
Okay, what line do you want, what did you say, $499? You make a motion to put the whole amount, the 3234 in, what did you say, supplies? Is that your motion, Jim?
Well, I mean, you know, supplies, educational material, stuff like
It
that.
all comes out of line $499.
Right. That's-
$499? Put the whole amount, which is $3234 in supplies and materials, line item $499. Do I have a second to that motion? Motion by Jim Bush, second, Jamie Holloway, will call the roll.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford.
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Glenn Stickley,
Yes.
Brent Bush,
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yes.
Adam Milton.
Yes.
Okay, item 16, other business. Does any commissioner have any other business needs to be discussed at this time? I don't have any either, so I'll ask, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I got a question.
Okay.
What's the status on our, owner's grants for the walking track and the baling equipment over to the trash dump?
I was with, Russell, if you don't hear, repeat.
What's the status on the grants that were applied for the walking track and the baler over to the, trash dump?
We were turned down on the baler, but we were successful on the, Diane? We haven't heard from the walking track at that'll be in early fall before we'll hear on the one at the ball fields. But we did get a 3-star grant to build a what do you call
We're gonna
it, cross country.
use the track at Dillon Park, so the cross country team can have, events. So,
And it'll be 100% grant, and it'll be, it's got to be, I think, 8 to 12 feet wide. It's got to be grass, and we're going to build a bridge over into that other little bottom there. The only stipulation, the cross-country team can't claim it. It's got to be open to everybody. Anybody can use it. And but that's a 3-star grant that was new this year, and what she tell you the reason, the only reason we got it?
because we put like measured results, like
Yeah.
how to benefit our community.
The way we sent it in, and we were very fortunate to get that. That was, I think, up to 25,000, and we asked for 15 something to do it, and we were awarded that grant, which would have gone somewhere else if we hadn't gotten it. But Russell, we were turned down on the Baylor grant, and we haven't heard from the walking track at the ball fields yet. I'll let you know as soon as I hear something. Any other questions?
Is that the end of business, Mr. Chairman?
That's all I have, yes, sir.
I have one thing I'd like to unofficially report on. Today is the last day of our fiscal year 2015-16. And at the end of business today, I just got this documented in there. Our county, as of today, and some of it, at least some will have to go over into July, of course, but for all intents and purposes, our county finished the year 3.7% under what was budgeted for the department's money in general funds this year. And I want to say how thankful I am to all the departments in this county. We had 19 departments, or 19 accounts for departments that were under budget at the end of today, and 22 that were over. But those 19 carried the 22, so we're under 3.7% on the general fund. We were over 3.4% on solid waste. I don't have the numbers on the ambulance service, but I can tell you as of last week, they were under budget, so I'm assuming they didn't go on expenditure this week. So it looks like they were under. But what I want to say is, this time last year, this commission had a daunting task in front of them, if y'all will remember. Are we out of the woods yet? No, we are not out of the woods yet. But we are going in the right direction, and I want to thank each and every department in this county for doing something that I don't know that they've ever been asked to do before, and that's to do more with less. And I want to tell them how much I appreciate that, and we're going to ask the same of them this year as well. And I'd like for all the citizens to support us in that, in asking your departments to do as much as they can with as little as we can afford to give. But that's some good news, and I want to give you a little good news before we went home.
Thank you for that.
How many bills were not paid on time to get that amount?
I don't have that. You're talking about late fees? I believe that's included in this.
Glenn, so spending was actually, and again, comparing the budget then, make sure I understand bottom line. Expenditures versus revenue or budget, we're actually on a plus side versus the minus side?
No, this just on spending right now.
I understood what you said, but it's all about money. You got money.
I didn't have an opportunity to get those numbers from our trustee, but I spoke with her. I didn't get this in mind, but I spoke with her at about 2 o'clock today, and there was $147,000 in our general fund. So I don't have all those numbers.
So because who's running that negative?
I'm sorry?
I say, who's running that negative?
Well, I didn't have a lot of time to run a lot of numbers at the
Yes,
end
I
of
understand,
this.
and I appreciate that. Thank you.
One other thing, the paper that Mr. Curtis just handed you, that's a letter, we're required to give each member of the commission this, and it's a letter from the comptroller's office. And each of you know that every year we have to do trans loans, they call it, to operate until the money comes in. Last year, they just shot over the bow, you might say, but they made us borrow those from a bank and pay interest on them. This year, they have approved them, and they're letting us borrow them from our debt service fund. So, and the reason they're doing that is because they were paid back they didn't think we could even pay them back, and they were paid back 3 months early. So they're showing, they're just showing that they're working with us on that, and that's something I'm proud of. That's really good, and I encourage you to take that home and read it. And the comptroller's office is trying to help us any way we can. And one other thing, I want to ask Mr. Charles Holder if he would stand up. He's our new veterans officer. Miss Penny Daniel quit recently, and Penny done an outstanding job while she was there, but I guess she just got tired. She worked really, really hard at it. Mr. Holder is our new officer, and I hear nothing but good from him, and I expect him to do excellent in that position. Mr. Holder, we thank you for doing that and helping our veterans. Okay, now we'll have a motion to adjourn. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I wasn't here, I apologize. Can y'all tell me, I'm the incoming chairman of the IDB, so can y'all tell me why y'all deferred to not put?
I asked to defer. There's some issues that we got to clear up first.
Well, the problem is we legally can't meet unless we have 7 people. And with David Vance rolling off the board, we're down to 6.
Make him stay till July, just say that.
Well, he rolled off in June. His 6 year or 4 years, whatever it was up. And I'm running into a time crunch on there's a PEP, you remember Rosie Carlton that comes to you and talked about that. We're trying to get some land evaluated. And if I can't meet that deadline. So I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm also trying to tell you where I'm at. I mean, that's me
What
trying
does
to.
the commissioners want to do?
What are the issues?
Do what?
You said there was issues. What are the issues?
It's over. I really am not at liberty to say at this point. Not with the individual. It's not with the individual that they recommend. It has nothing to do with him.
Okay, if it don't have anything to do with him, I appreciate you reconsidering so I can meet you.
I hope I didn't.
No.
I hope I didn't leave that impression. It has nothing to do with Mr. Willis. As far as, it's got,
You don't have to tell me as long as
well,
it's
it's
not.
got some contractual issues with some of our businesses and things, so.
Is it a conflict of interest situation?
No. Are you asking me those?
Yeah.
No, it's not a conflict of interest.
If I threw my name and someone else stepped forward, would it go away?
I don't know who it'd be.
That's my problem. I mean, John was not nothing against John, but John was about our 4th pick because you can't find, we were trying to actually be very diverse and try to, and not because of him, but we were trying to get more women on board and we just simply couldn't find them. And the ones that we did find basically said no. So, I mean.
It's hard to get people to serve.
It is.
I mean, it's a thankless job.
So I would appreciate very much if you would consider and put him on board so that we can actually try to start moving forward again, maybe.
Go ahead. I'll tell you what, let's do this.
And if it wasn't a legal requirement, I wouldn't be asking, I'd let you roll on with it.
Give me just a second.
When is our next meeting?
It's the 16th of July. 2 weeks, or a little over 2 weeks. Wow.
Can you put an intro and
I mean, if it's not an issue with him, then
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for a vote on John Wilkes. Because I don't want to leave the impression there's anything wrong with me. And there's not. So you'll have a motion to name John Wilkerson to the industrial board to replace David Vance, right?
correct, yes, sir.
You'll have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Brent Bush, second by Russell Reed. Will call roll.
Russell Reed,
Yes.
Karen Ashford. No. Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Glenn Stickley,
No.
Brent Bush,
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yeah.
Adam Melton.
No.
It's 5-4.
5-3. And motion failed.
Failed.
You're supposed to
Yeah, you
have.
have to have 6.
See, we got 2 absent. I don't know. Wait a minute.
I don't remember that being a 2/3 majority, that's a simple
Some things,
majority.
if it's money, you definitely gotta have 6, but I'm gonna go ahead.
A simple majority is all you need on the regular board member.
Majority of the membership of the board, not the number of here.
It's a simple,
It's membership of the members of the board,
You still have five.
not the one present.
He's right.
It's of the entire
So
board.
that would be 5 and 5.
so you get the tie-breaking vote.
There is no tie.
There's no tie.
Y'all hampered me bad.
Well, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm being counted on whether.
I know, I'm trying to get industry into the county, and if I can't get somebody on board to meet, then you can't fuss about not having tax dollars. And you got all these people right here listening, and I'm not trying to, you voted, if that's the way.
I'm gonna stick my neck out here, and I hope I'm right. Would you consider appointing John on an interim basis till the 16th? Now, can we do that? I don't know, but we'll do it. And that'll give him what
It's
is
not
on
you, and it's not the issue.
I'm willing, I know my articles I'm writing to Russell Feathers, but we got a gentleman sitting over here who is very
I
qualified.
can't make that decision because the board's got to approve him before I can actually bring it to y'all. And the
Who you
board-
talking, well, whoever y'all would recommend, I
We
have to.
unanimously recommended John.
And I have to,
I didn't vote no because of him, because I don't even know the man. That's not, if there's an issue that we don't even know what's going on, then I don't feel good voting for anybody. It don't matter who it was.
But if it's not the member, it's the issue, then the issue is something else. That's kind of defeating the purpose.
do you want to put him on interim to the 16th? Ask for a motion to put him on as an interim till the 16th, and then we'll officially do it permanently, one way or the other, 16th. We'll have a motion for process. Pardon?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
I mean, if you vote no, then understand, I'm gonna make that an issue in public so that y'all know that.
You can make it an issue as far as I'm concerned, Corey. I'm voting the way I feel
I
I need to
respect that.
vote.
I don't.
It's
disagree.
not against the person, I don't know what's going on, so I'm not voting for something I don't know what I'm
That's
voting
fair.
for or against.
That's fair. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to do what I can do to help industry come here, and I'm getting beat up.
You can't vote either way if you don't know.
I'm just.
Just withdraw your vote.
Motion to adjourn.
You still don't vote no. Order, please. Okay, do I have a motion to, any kind of motion? Other than adjournment at this time.
The interim thing is not gonna help me. I gotta have a legal board, and I'm not gonna have a legal.
Well, it might be legal, I just don't know. Okay, I tell you what we're gonna do. You know, it passed it, somebody, do you wanna re-vote and see if the vote changes?
Yeah, make a motion to go.
Motion by Brent Bush to re-vote, see if there's a change. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Russell Reed seconds to reconsider the industrial board's recommendation. So we'll call it.
Hold on a minute. Why all of a sudden we have this issue
I don't know if it on the board.
with IDB on contractual matters? The IDB, hey, Mr. Edwards,
Yes, sir.
have y'all got any issues with
No.
contract issues?
Not that I'm aware of, let me put it that way. Mike may be aware of something I'm not aware of.
I mean,
And that's fine if he is. I mean, I'm,
well, didn't y'all go ahead and sign all the ones that were due as far as contractual obligations were?
Well, let me just say, I can't get into it too deeply, but it's got to do with Crane and the selling of the building and that type of thing. We,
but that has nothing to do with John, to your point.
Crane is our largest employer, private employer. And we want to make sure that we let them know that they're wanted here, because they're being actively recruited as we speak.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about that.
They work 180 people thereabout, and they've got a large payroll. And there's just some issues there that I wish was cleared up before we.
Are we gonna do anything to damage that relationship with Crane?
No.
If you put John Wilkinson on the board,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, we wanna keep Crane happy, we wanna keep them here, and that should be your number one job.
That's what we're trying to do. If I can't meet, I can't make them happy.
Well, that should be, that will help us as much as anything. We lose Crane, we were sucked down the hole again here.
Been worse than losing the hospital, as far as the economy.
To my knowledge, we have a contract with Crane through November of 2017. So they are absolutely 100% in Kent County for at least that length of time.
Well, are you making them happy by doing all
Oh,
the
man,
repairs
we
and
have spent
everything
about
that you
$200,000
can? We don't
on that
wanna
building
lose
in the
this
last
stuff.
year.
Crane would have to have bought the building, and it's about to go for sale.
Yes, that's what he's referring to is selling the actual building, not removing it. They are under lease for a while.
Why do we want to sell the building?
It's a good question. And the answer to that would be, number one, it would go on the tax roll. So you're talking about $19,000 on the tax roll.
They have a tax abatement.
Right now, we own the building, so there is no tax.
There's a tax abatement, meaning we don't get any tax.
But we're fixing to hand you about $17,000 to $18,000
That's
in tax.
kind of negotiation process, trying to get a little tax.
If that makes sense.
Okay, I have a motion by Brent, a second by Russell to re-vote on this. Now, I'm not pressuring anybody. If you want to stick with the vote that you had the first time, do so. If you want to change, do so. But we'll call the roll.
Russell Rick,
Yes.
Karen Ashford,
Yes.
Jim Bush,
Yes.
James Holloway,
Yes.
Lynn Stigley,
Yes.
Graham Bush,
Yes.
Richie Hunter,
Yeah.
Adam Milne.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Russell, all in favor? Go.
I think that was 8 votes to take care of Crane.
Oh, yeah, I love you guys.
Exactly.
They're great guys. Wouldn't want to go inside.
A lot of those people spend money.
Oh, I agree. I'm
I think it was 8 votes to take care
It
of
is.
it.
It is.
Before we leave, is there any high school students here that was sent by Mr. Curtis?
No, there's no school going
I
on.
don't think we have it this time. We always acknowledge. Thank you for coming.
They don't know.
Thank you.